Smell that? A smell of disappointment coming from my face. Once I thought that, all the information was good enough and still waiting for Toastify to finally release his video, to finally bust it out that the EXE team's basically just straight up compost lying and just trying to save themselves from completely just losing everything they had. I don't care. I'm happy that the EXE team is finally being dissolved because the EXE team, I realized the whole thing's bullshit. Anyways, so as some of you know, like a week or two ago, I made a video talking about the whole Revy drama, explaining every single minute detail that the thing had to have. Large Lenny's video was a massive contributor into helping making that video. Large Lenny's video was my entire inspiration for making that video of mine. And it has over almost 160 views, which, let me just say, thank you for watching that video. I appreciate some people actually wanting to support Revy, so I'm happy for that. On the other hand, for the past few days, I've been on the tireless work of finding as much dump information I can find, to find as much information on what the EXE team had done. And oh boy, it's not really a part 2, it's more of a part 1.5. As you can see, I'm searching information. And yes, this is GameRail's video, and when I do make a part 2, I will credit him for the information, along with Large Lenny, because Large Lenny has that other video where, Com Gaming, Mars Starbro, and Avery basically being an unlikely ally forced to Revy. But you know what I find more interesting? The fact that, despite the fact that so many EXE team members have been against Revy, we haven't talked about the other characters in this whole mess. Where is Jodo Boy? Where is Shut Up Jojo? Where are the people in the EXE team that had nothing to do with the drama? Of course, we know, like, most of the EXE team members were completely full of shit and were basically in on the whole make Revy's life miserable, which is truly disgusting. But certainly the rest of the team, outside of every EXE team member that has been counted as being an anti-Revy supporter, what about the remaining members? They have to be innocent, right? Well, tough luck. Okay, I'll have to find out information about them, try to figure out if they had any part to play, or they just straight up didn't know. Jodo Boy and Shut Up Jojo seem to be the two that most people agree are innocent. Jodo Boy and Shut Up Jojo really haven't said anything, but that probably all goes down to one person named Rightburst Ultra. Of course, everyone knows that Rightburst Ultra originally started the Sonic.exe mod by making a tweet saying, "My childhood nightmares." And boy, is this drama we're having now just a complete nightmare. One that will probably go for children at the moment. But Rightburst Ultra, he was director, then he got kicked out because he was authoritarian. Then Revy came in and became director. Then Rightburst Ultra got into his way in and snuck like 4 or 5 OCs. And then apparently rumors spread around he got kicked out again, but there's no concrete information to support that. So it's basically just dumpster fire at that moment. Unless there's legitimate evidence that Rightburst Ultra was kicked out of the team again. Rightburst Ultra stealing all the characteristic concepts of Faker and putting it to his own OC, Weknia, which I find kind of mean, because that's basically just art theft. You're basically stealing important characteristics of a character design and just shoving it into another character without even crediting. You sure Ripers Ultra says Revy, but that doesn't make sense. Ripers Ultra has an extreme vendetta against Revy to the point where he just sends his fans to go attack Toastify and other people. And whenever the EXE team members are asked where to get the information on Revy, they link to Luigi Kid Gaming's old video on the Revy drama. Luigi Kid Gaming's video on the Revy drama that the EXE team members link to is an old video from January 2022, right when the drama was already bursting its bubble to begin with. And back then, we didn't have all the information. So the EXE team members are trying to still keep the whole facade that, that Revy is still a bad person by linking outdated information videos which completely are made up lies. And later, some people, including myself, found out through information from Large Lenny and GameRel is that some EXE team members have decided to get some Twitter users to basically be hired and pretend to be Revy in order to keep up the facade that Revy's an evil person. And some people just screenshotting with other anti-Revy supporters, basically also kind of being hired into this whole operation of still making Revy look like a bad person with these fake Revy Twitter accounts and some other anti-Revy supporters being basically just hired to spread the misinformational word of, oh guys, look at what Revy said, she's a bad person. Basically, at that moment, you'll just realize that this basically just turns into one of those internet campaigns to basically ruin someone's life. But at the end of the day, you're ruining yourself as well. You're basically destroying your reputation. Because the further you do these dumb Twitter wars, the more they're just delaying for Toastify to finally release his video. The more they're delaying their actual efforts to try to stop the information. Because once Toastify releases his video, which is set to premiere on the date it states that it's going to release, when Toastify makes his video, because Toastify is a popular user on YouTube and an influencer, unlike me and Large Lenny, who have very small communities of fans. Once Toastify gets in, then I guess me and Large Lenny, along with other Revy supporters, will start to get congratulated for us bringing this information. Because once Toastify's videos comes out, Toastify will be hailed as a victor. The EXE team will finally be dissolved once and for all. Revy can potentially come back to the community and probably doesn't have to suffer through therapy sessions. And hopefully the FNF community circle of life can finally be finished. Can finally have this dark part finally finished. The FNF community might be known for having little children running around and just being rife with drama and toxicity. But the one thing the FNF community can do is that they can try to pull themselves together and try to work as a team. Because without teamwork and without a common goal, that being to fix mistakes and problems, then this community dries up faster than a camel taking a dump in a toilet. Why did I say that? This dries up faster than moldy cheese in a Sahara desert. You have no tenses of what's gonna happen when Toastify makes his video and premieres it to all of his fans to see that the EXE team is bullshit and that they're constantly trying to stop everyone from getting the information. And I'm actually kind of glad that some EXE team members are finally starting to speak up and finally coming out saying that yes, Revy was innocent, which finally shows that the EXE team members cannot continue this facade forever. They just have to come clean. Marstar Bro, Com Gaming, and Avery, along with Kubicorp and a few others of the EXE team members, have finally came out stating that yes, it was all fake. Revy was innocent. They had staged the whole drama, and they were in the wrong, which is good because it finally shows that these people on the internet at least have a sense of morality, which is good because not everyone on the internet has a sense of morality, as some just do bad things because they do it for the lulz, which is such an outdated mentality term that I feel like it should just be stuck in the freezer for 10 years. But yeah. So this is basically like just a shorter video rather than the half-hour behemoth of the first part. This is mostly just a part 1.5, as I'm gonna call it, because as I'm gonna continue to work, the actual part 2 will come out. This is just a 1.5 video. So yeah, this is what I'm currently doing at the moment. So yeah, just enjoy, and I'm gonna continue to gather up all this information to explain it out to the at least over 100 people that watched my first video, and continue to help fight for Revy, because truly Revy deserves to be free of all this mess. Like, some people are able to walk away while others just can't because, they're tied with things they never did, or they did. I don't know. An FNF community does thing, I guess. But yeah. So, bye. I'm gonna continue to slave my time finding information. Goodbye. I need sleep. I have deprivation. Help.